Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name's Roland, like rolling down the street, not rolling with an A and D. Anyways, I just wanted to come by and talk to everyone about my experience with the Local 100 and the interview process and everything about that. So, in my last video, I was talking about the application and the testing process for the Local 100 right here in Fresno, California. So, and I was now trying to talk about the interview process. So let me get right into it. So you get the letter and it says, hey, we want you here at this time for your interview. And I'm like, all right. And then so doing some research and everything, of course, you want to know what's going to come, right? You want to know what they're going to ask and this and that. So let me just tell you this right here. I've had, a few jobs in my day, and I do pretty well on interviews, I would say. So here's my advice. I would say, one, guaranteed dress professional. Dress professional, excuse me. You can do the tie. I wouldn't do a suit or nothing. That's not that type of job. But you're going to want to have some nice slacks, a nice shirt, button up, and a tie, and then some nice shoes. You want to look professional. Get a haircut, get shaved, all that good stuff. Get your good nights of sleep, good hours of sleep, excuse me, and have a resume and a letter of recommendation just in case. My situation right here in Fresno, they didn't ask for it, but I had it on me, and they just really want to ask you those questions. So do that for sure. Be early. I would say 20 minutes early, if not 30. I was there early, and this guy, he was in front of me, so he wasn't there, and I happened to be there at his time. They only do about 10-15 minute interviews, so I was there at 3:15. I was there at 3:10, excuse me, and 3:15 they already pulled me in, and he's not even there. So they were like, hey, you're here, let's go. And I'm like, all right, let's go, I'm ready. So you're gonna get dressed nice, gonna be there on time, early actually. On time is late, you know what they say. So you're gonna get there, and then you're gonna prepare for your questions and everything, nights before, weeks before, whatever it takes for you. So here I'm gonna tell you some questions that they asked me, and a lot of stuff you find online will help, for your situation. But if this is for the Local 100, this is what they asked me. They started out with, why do you want to be an electrician, of course, and what do you know about the Local 100, IBEW, apprentice program. So, I stated whatever I stated, and also then they tell you, hey, we're going to ask you some more questions about your past. Are you ready? And so let me back up just a second. There's going to be a panel of people. In my situation, there was 4 people, and I was sitting at a table. There was 2 on one side, 2 on the other. So the first man, he was the president, I believe. Then there was a coordinator, and then there was a contractor, etc. I don't know exactly everybody. So anyways, I went on to the next person, and he was like, hey, can you tell me about some situations in your past where you finished a project? And I told him about that, and then they told me to be like, hey, tell me about your past experience in the job. And then I told him that, and then the next person that they also asked, they basically tell you what they're looking for in the answers and what kind of questions are going to be asked right now. So they asked me also, have you ever worked in different conditions like the heat or the cold? And then you're supposed to tell them a situation and when you did and how it was. And then also another question was, have you been able to work good in a team, as in 3 to 4 people? You tell them that, and basically need to say everything in good order. So they ask you the question, you state the answer, And in the which way state answer is what happened, what was the outcome, and go from there. And then another man, he asked me, do I know everything about the apprentice program? Have I read the guidelines and etc. stuff like that? So that's pretty much what I can remember right now. Those are the basic questions. There's only about 10, I believe. Only stated about 6, I think, or But yeah, basically basic questions, and just be prepared for those. So here's some advice also. In my situation, I brought a thank you letter and thanking them for their time and everything. And I didn't give it to them. I gave it to the person in the front desk. So when you're leaving, you hand that to the front desk. They'll give it to them. That was a tip I was told by one of my old school college teachers, and I think it's worked for me in the past. I've only used it once or twice, and I can't really remember though. And then also, when I left, it was a pretty quick interview, only 10 minutes or so, 10, 12 minutes. After you leave, after they want you to leave, shake their hands and give them nice, good, strong handshakes and look them in their eyes and say thank you, appreciate your time. So that's what I did. Just went there. I was kind of nervous, but had to get the butterflies, I guess, out or whatever. But things went pretty well, I would say. And just be confident. Be confident on what you're doing. Be loud. Enunciate. Eye contact. Don't be moving around too much. And basically just know what you're going to say and listen to what their questions are and come back with it like you should. And everything should be all right. So yeah, just you could do some research on some basic questions because they're pretty basic. They were just like, have you done, what kind of work have you done in this place and in this field? I mean, and stuff like that. So yeah. So anyways, that's what I wanted to tell you guys about that. And if there's any questions, hit me up in the comments. Like, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Thank you.